Welcome to our monthly meeting of the Cobb County Board of Zoning Appeals. As is our custom at this time, I'm going to ask Officer Ott to come forward. Officer Ott is with the Cobb County Police Department. He is here representing all the employees of Cobb County. He's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you'd all please stand, Officer Ott will lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Officer Ott. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here for the first time, let me give you a little insight on how we're going to conduct the meeting. The first thing that we will concern ourselves with is the consent agenda. These are applications that not only this board has reviewed, but our professional and engineering staff have reviewed. And to our knowledge, there's no known opposition to any of these particular cases. So as we go forward, Mr. John Peterson, our head zoning administrator, will read these cases into the record. And as he does, the applicant, he or she, will identify themselves by raising their hand. Likewise, if there's anybody here in any opposition to these particular cases, if they would also raise their hand and show their opposition. If we do have opposition, we will pull that case and hear it in its regular numeric order. With that said, I'm going to ask Mr. Peterson if he has any special announcements to make. John.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have a few announcements before we begin the hearing. There is one case on today's agenda which has been continued by the staff, will not be heard today. That's variance case V34, Vinings Jubilee Partners Ltd. That case was continued by the staff until the August 15th, 2018 variance hearing. So V34 will not be heard today. Additionally, Mr. Chairman, Board, there was one request that came in today to continue one of the cases on the agenda. That's variance case V65, Herbert Foods Incorporated. The applicant would like to continue this to your next hearing so they can work on their plan, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, well, that would require a vote.
Yes.
Mr. McDaniel, I think you represent that district. Do you want to discuss that or go for a vote?
On here, I don't know that we need to have any discussion here today, but I did talk to Mr. Huff, and I see no reason not to grant the continuance. So I'll make a motion then to continue case V65.
Got a motion to continue?
Next month.
I'll second.
I got a second for Ms. Monique. All those want to vote, yes or no? Let's vote. Okay, case V65 will not be heard today. It's a 5-0 vote that we will continue that case until our next scheduled meeting. All right, Mr. Peterson.
Yes, sir. There are two cases on today's printed agenda which have been withdrawn and will not be heard today. First case is variance case V60, Robert Pena. The case was withdrawn and will not be heard. Second case is variance case V62, Benjamin Norton and Mary Norton. That case was withdrawn and will not be heard today either. Mr. Chairman and Board, there are a number of appeal cases that this board will hear in the future, but they won't hear today. And they are on the printed agenda here. First case is appeal case A-01-2018, Broadstone Windy Hill LLC. That case has been withdrawn without prejudice, so the board will not hear that case. Second case is appeal A-02-2018, Vision Outdoor Media LLC. That case was continued at the request of the applicant until the August 15th, 2018 variance hearing. So we're not going to hear appeal case A-02-2018. Appeal case A-04-2018, Vision Outdoor Media LLC. This case was also continued by the applicant until the August 15, 2018 hearing. So you're not going to hear that case today either. And lastly, appeal case A-05-2018, Jason Meter. That case was continued at the request of the applicant until your September 12, 2018 variance hearing. So that appeal case will not be heard today either. I would like to ask people in today's audience, if you have a cell phone, please turn the volume off on your cell phones. The ringing does interfere with the broadcast presentations. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I'm ready to start the consent agenda.
Okay, John, let's just jump right into it then.
Thank you. Cobb County Board of Zoning Appeals, variance hearing consent agenda for July 11th, 2018. First case on consent is variance case V51. Tamara C. Thompson requests a variance to waive the side setback from required 10 feet to 8.5 feet adjacent to the west property line and land lots 242 and 242 of the 20th District. The property is located on the south side of Kilburney Court, west of Murray's Lock Place. Staff recommends approval, subject to stormwater management comments and recommendations. Is the applicant here for V51? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V51? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V52, Robert E. Wolfert and Patricia A. Wolfert request a variance to waive the major side setback from required 50 feet to 42 feet, which is existing, to waive the rear setback from required 40 feet to 20 feet, to allow an accessory structure, which is a proposed 650 square foot detached garage, to be to the side of the primary building, and to waive the rear setback for an accessory structure of no more than 650 square feet from required 40 feet to 20 feet. The property is located in land lot 66 of the 16th District. The property is located on the northwest corner of Shallowford Road and Wildwood Drive. Staff recommends approval, subject to stormwater management comments and recommendations. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case of V52? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V53, Mark Kurkowski requests a variance to waive the setbacks for a detached accessory structure over 1,000 square feet for a proposed 1,200 square foot garage from required 100 feet to 12 feet adjacent to the north property line and to 95 feet from the rear property line in land lots 192 and 193 of the 20th District. The property is located on the west side of County Line Road, south of Pitton Road. Staff recommends approval. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V53? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V54, Oscar S. Carcega requests a variance to waive the rear setback from required 35 feet to 17 feet to allow an accessory structure, which is a detached wood deck, to be to the side of the primary building, and to waive the setbacks for an accessory structure under 650 square feet for an approximately 360 square foot frame shed from required 35 feet to 2 feet adjacent to the north property line, 4 feet adjacent to the west property line, and 4 feet adjacent to the south property line in land lot 63 of the 17th District. The property is located on the southwest corner of Scott Lane and Cunningham Road. Staff recommends approval, subject to development inspections, comments, and recommendations, and the applicant to permit the structures. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V54? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V55, Hong Lee requests a variance to waive the rear setback from required 30 feet to 28 feet in land lot 904 of the 16th District. The property is located on the west side of Indian Hills Parkway, north of Roswell Road. Staff recommends approval of the variance. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V55? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V56, Adelier Rocha and Adriana Rocha request a variance to waive the rear setback from required 30 feet to 13 feet, which is existing in land lot 935 of the 17th District. The property is located on the southeast corner of Countryside Court and Countryside Drive. Staff recommends approval, subject to stormwater management comments and recommendations. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V56? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V57, Maria Luna requests a variance to waive the side setback for an accessory structure under 650 square feet for an approximately 600 square foot carport from required 10 feet to 5 feet, and to allow an accessory structure, which is the carport, to be located closer to the side street right-of-way line than the principal building in land lot 844 of the 19th District. The property is located on the northeast corner of Calvary Hill Court and Mulkey Road, east of Cherokee Trails Drive. Staff recommends approval, subject to parking under the carport to be paved. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V57? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case of V58, Danielle Troughton and Philip Troughton request a variance to waive the rear setback from required 30 feet to 15 feet in land lot 816 of the 16th district. The property is located on the east side of Holly Creek Drive, west of Holly Springs Road. Staff recommends approval. Is the applicant present? The applicant is present. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case of V58? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V59, Mark H. Smith requests a variance to waive the setbacks for an accessory structure over 650 square feet for a proposed approximately 800 square foot wood shop from the required 100 feet to 43 feet adjacent to the rear property line and to 45 feet adjacent to the west property line. To allow an accessory structure, proposed wood shop to be located to the side of the principal building, and to allow a second electrical meter on a residential lot in land lot 318 of the 20th district. The property is located on the north side of Rocky Ridge Road, east of Ernest Barrett Parkway. Staff recommends approval, subject to no business or dwelling uses of the accessory buildings and Department of Transportation comments. The applicant is present. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case B59? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case V61, Craig A. Camaster requests a variance to increase the maximum allowable impervious surface coverage from required 35% to 39.4% in land lot 961 of the 16th district. The property is located on the southwest corner of Robert Lane and Benson Drive, north of Roswell Road. Staff recommends approval, subject to stormwater management comments and recommendations. Is the applicant present? The direction of the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case of V61? Let the record show there's no one opposed. Variance case of V63, Frank Odom requests a variance to waive the setbacks for an accessory structure over 650 square feet for an approximately 1,700 square foot barn from required 100 feet to 38 feet adjacent to the west property line. To waive the rear setback for an accessory structure under 650 square feet for an approximately 300 square foot horse shelter from required 40 feet to 38 feet. To allow an accessory structure, which is the barn, to be located in front of the primary building, and to allow a second electrical meter on a residential lot in land lot 155 of the 19th district. The property is located on the northwest corner of Davenport Circle and Pickens Road, west of Corner Road. Staff recommends approval. Is the applicant present? Let the record show the applicant is present. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case of V63? Let the record show there's no one opposed. And finally, variance case V64, RTC Wade Green LLC and SFS Wade Green LLC request a variance to waive the setback, the required setback for a sign from 62 feet from the center line of an arterial road to 42 feet in land lots 55 and 60 of the 20th district. The property is located on the east side of Wade Green Road and on the north side of George Busby Parkway. Staff recommends approval, subject to traffic comments, sewer comments, and the zoning division manager to approve the final location of the sign after review by Cobb DOT and the Cobb County Water System. Is the applicant present? The direction of the applicant is here. Is there anyone here opposed to variance case V64? Let the record show there's no one opposed, and that completes the consent agenda. Mr. Chairman of the board.
Okay, it's back to this board for discussion. Is there any comments, questions, or discussions? Not hearing any?
No, I have.
Oh, Ms. Williams.
Mr. Chairman, on B52, stormwater management had a concern about the drainage easement, and they had required waive the rear setback from 40 feet. Stormwater wanted 30 feet instead of 20. And then on the other one, same thing, from the 40 feet to 30 feet. So instead of 20 feet, stormwater wanted 30. Dave, if you shake your head, was that right? Yeah, that's right.
30 feet on both
Right,
variances. Okay. John, you got that?
Got it.
Everybody's okay with that?
Okay.
Any other comments, board members, questions, anything at all? Okay, I'll entertain a motion for approval or denial.
Make a motion to approve it as submitted.
Okay. Second, Mr. Gunther. All those in favor signify by voting or not. Skippy?
Oh, I pushed the wrong button.
Okay, there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's a 5-0 vote, so that's unanimous. Folks, your business is complete with us for today. You're welcome to stay, or you're welcome to go, but your business is complete. It's all approved. So thank you and have a nice day. As they're leaving, fellow board members, I need to get a motion on the July 9th meeting and also the June 25th meeting. Get those approved.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes for the June 25th and the July 9th, as presented.
And I got a second. Okay, let's all vote on that, yes or no. Here we go. Okay, Madam Secretary, that is a 5-0 vote. John, what else do you have for us today? John says he has nothing else? Nothing else? Nothing else. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a nice weekend, and that's it. We'll see you next month. Thank you.